Well, good morning and happy Halloween. We've got some scary looking conditions on the roads this morning as we kick off the scariest day of the year because we've got very dense fog developing along the I-5 corridor this morning. Now, the spooky conditions don't actually look to hold up for our trick-or-treating times, and I'm going to show you what we look like for that in just a second. But the rain is on its way, and it's going to be making its way really until late tonight into our Saturday. But here's those spooky conditions. Go ahead and plan to leave the house a few minutes earlier this morning because we've got dense fog development. The lowest visibility right now, Elkton, Roseburg, and Corvallis. So Roseburg and Elkton have visibility at 1/4 of a mile. That is very low. Corvallis at 3/4 of a mile. So definitely use extra caution this morning on the roads. Keep the low beams on and take things slower with, again, just how dense the fog is, decreasing the visibility. Now, as for the clouds, those are starting to roll in for us, and that's because we've got a cold front that's going to be moving through. So temperatures a little bit warmer along the central coast, upper 40s, but Corvallis, our coolest spot along the I-5 corridor at 36 degrees. But you move further south, get more so of the low to mid 40s. However, today, still looking to warm up above average. Got the low 60s or low to mid 60s in the Willamette Valley and upper 60s in the Umpqua Basin. However, we've got some big changes headed our way because we're going to be watching that rain move in late tonight and in tomorrow, and we should stay dry into Sunday, but more rain actually expected going into next week. So over the next 7 days, the central coast could see up to 1 to 2 inches of rain. Or this is for this weekend actually, and then a quarter or 3/4 of an inch to an inch and a quarter in the Umpqua Basin and Willamette Valley, and the Cascades could see actually up to 3 inches of rainfall. But into next week, we could see maybe up to 5 in a few spots. So here's how it looks to play out for today. The clouds continue to increase into our lunchtime with temperatures more so in the mid 50s, and will warm up to the 60s, but you start to notice that rainfall. So I do think Newport's going to be one of the places where you're going to have that potential to, again, have your Halloween trick-or-treating conditions a little bit rained out. So Corvallis and Newport around 9 o'clock, definitely getting the rainfall, and that rain's going to continue to push in. Now, I think we're going to see the majority of the rain across our area actually really along tomorrow morning. So that's when it moves more inland. It'll move along the central coast, and it looks to be pretty heavy throughout our morning. Eventually, though, it will continue to move further to the east. Very wet lunchtime for tomorrow, so you might have to adjust those outdoor plans you may have. And of course, eventually starting to dry out really by around 7 o'clock tomorrow. So looking at the full forecast, central coast definitely going to be wet tomorrow and some areas tonight like Newport, but low 60s today and more rain into next week. Very foggy start to the Umpqua Basin with the upper 60s forecasted, but a very wet Saturday is in store. And for the Cascades, mid 50s today. You're going to only see the rain really moving into tomorrow around 10 a.m., but it is going to be heavy at times, and low 60s for the Willamette Valley today for Halloween. But lots of rain going to be moving in tomorrow, and that rain coverage actually extends into early next week by the end of the week as well, too.